Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out 400 Years, an experimental game about the passage of time by developer Scriptwelder. And it's a game that is it's primarily, I guess, a platformer, but I think it takes a kind of a different, unique angle on the question of how do we make a new mechanic in platformers when there's so many already done. I think this is kind of a cool concept and it's really kind of not the thing I want to just go ahead and spoil, so let's just start the game. And I will show you what exactly it is that makes this so interesting. So, the premise is that we've got 400 years, there's an evil awakened, or will be awakened, a calamity approaches, I think is the way they phrase it, and we need to avoid that calamity happening in whatever way we can. I'm not sure exactly what our powers are yet, but I know that we will need to make our way from the left to the right. He woke up sensing something. What something might that be? A calamity was coming. That's alright. I had the phrasing pretty much correct then. Left and right arrows to move. Okay, we can do that. So we're playing as, looks sort of like an Easter Island head. To stop the calamity, he only had 400 years. A game by Scriptwelder. A pretty nice little introduction, actually. It's so subtle, yet it gets the job done. Alright, so we can walk through water. That's a nice little tutorialization mode. Just letting us know that we can step through that. It's not going to cause us death or anything. And so we've got an impediment, and this is like roughly where I got to when I was just doing my sound check level. So this is, I guess, where they introduced the concept here. So sometimes to overcome an obstacle, he just had to wait. So the cool thing about it is we can press space to wait, and it slows down time, and you can see the passage of time takes place. It is now fall, and if it... Oh, I've gone too far. Alright, so that's the one thing that I have to avoid doing. Gotta make sure we stop in winter so the pond freezes over, a little bit of water there freezes over, and we can walk over it. Beyond that, if we go too far, we might end up wasting too much time. Sometimes to overcome an obstacle, he just had to climb a tree. Okay, well that's not really a problem. Now we notice there's a little sapling here, and we can crawl up it just a little ways, not enough to make it to this next ledge, so what we need to do is pass a bunch of years. You can see the tree gets taller and taller as we let time go by. I started sort of apprehensively looking at this game. I was thinking, maybe, is this the one? Is this the one that's going to let me pass time and see a tree grow from a seed? It's probably the closest we've gotten so far. I'm able to make a tree grow enough that I can actually use it to climb up, but I didn't actually plant the seed in this case, unfortunately, so I guess the title of game that will take that place is still up for grabs. Oh, maybe it is not. Maybe this is actually the game where we'll finally answer the age-old question about what will be the first. So it looks like we're supposed to go up somewhere, and we've got a chestnut, and I can plant it somewhere, and I have a feeling it's going to be right here. And then we're just going to let time pass with spacebar, and look at that. I might have needed to grow that a little closer to that edge. Not 100% sure on that since I can't jump, but I guess if I give myself a little bit of leeway to fall down to the right, maybe this is enough. Ow! Well, that's not quite right. Can I plant another chestnut right next to it, or do I need to grow that even higher? Alright, let's pick up another chestnut. So, Foxman, I've finally done you proud. I finally discovered a game that lets you grow a seed into a tree. Oh, look, there's the other one. And it actually grows where you put it, too. Well done! I really like the fact that we're sort of using time as a currency in this case. It's pretty creative and clever, and I imagine this would be an interesting game to speedrun for a few reasons. And honestly, graphically, it's not even that unattractive. I mean, it's pretty basic, sure, but it's not, a bad-looking game by any means. It's got some nice little effects. Oh, what have I done? So he visited the village. He saw that people were hungry. I was a little worried that when I fell, I was just going to put myself in a position where I was going to crush someone. I wish I took another chestnut with me. Well, maybe there'll be another source of chestnuts later. These people are all running around kind of funny. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's go find them some food. Can we do that? Can we slide down this ledge and see what's down here? Maybe is there some way I can harness the energy of the world to bring food to these poor people? I like also that the time isn't necessarily passing when we're just standing still. I'm not sure if it is. Maybe if we leave the game alone for long enough, time will actually pass by like a month or something, or we'll start to see the seasons change. But primarily we're just advancing time by holding down spacebar. Sometimes to overcome an obstacle, he needed a helping hand. Alright, whose hand is going to help us here? Because, I don't know. What do we have to use? Can I bring one of our friends over here? Is that what we want? What if I mean, if I pass time, what if I just, like, go under the water here? I'm not sure what's going on underneath. Anything? Doesn't look like it's pretty lame in there. Okay, so we're gonna need to find a way across that, and I'm not sure how to do that. Maybe if we could get, like, a branch or something, or get, like, chop down a tree, maybe? Or maybe there's something in the water over here that I didn't investigate because it was winter and I never got to go down. I like this. It's sort of like a Metroidvania style thing based on the passage of time. It's a concept that I don't think I've ever seen done before. And it's done pretty effectively, pretty clearly focused, and in a sort of a new way. Alright, so what's going on up to the left? Oh, we've got another tree. Okay, I can climb it, but it's not going to let me get up any higher than that. I guess we should need to grow this tree a little higher. And that should allow me to get around to the other side of that platform. So we got 352 years left still. Oh, well, there's not much going on up here. I was kind of hoping there'd be more to see. Alright, so this leads me back around. Now that I know I need a helping hand, maybe this is the way that I was supposed to come back to this side. Yeah, I know you're hungry. Can I do anything about it? Or maybe I'm just supposed to, like, pass time until they all die? That would be kind of morbid. I don't really want to see that happen at all. If I don't know, it seems like all of the things that I would do by passing time would actually just cause them to be miserable or die. So I don't want to do that. What if I just make it summer? I mean, I'm passing time for all of us, right? So that seems like it would be a bad thing. Okay, it's nice out now. Is that good for you? Graphics remind me a little bit of Terraria, actually, which is not a bad thing at all. The way the ground has that edge to it sort of looks like you could dig into it a little bit. I'm not really sure what to do with this. I'm kind of mystified here. So let's make it winter again and cross back over. I'm not really sure what the plan is yet. But hopefully it will become clear to me if I just walk back and forth enough times. Always my way of approaching these problems. Just walk around with enough time. Well, I guess just like the character in the game, things will start to become more clear. Now, whose helping hand am I gonna have? I don't even know. There's no one here to help. Nobody seems to want to do anything. And I could just, like, fall to the bottom of this ocean. I'm trying to be a little bit more observant. Maybe there's something in the background that I'm not noticing. Now, what happens if I cross back to the left and don't go under the water? Oh! Oh, I can make the grass grow? Is that a thing? Press E to take wheat. Got it. Okay, I understand. I needed to be in the right season for that to make sense. Wheat grain dries and turns to dust. Oh, I was supposed to do it in the same season. Okay, my fault. I didn't realize that the stuff I was holding would also go to dust for whatever reason. That didn't seem to make sense to me. But it does make sense, so let's do this one more time. Let's do it properly. Alright, there we go. Take the wheat grain, and now this is why we needed to grow the tree already, so we didn't have to do that when we get to it. Now I wonder if the dudes can actually, like, see my character walking around, or if I'm so slow that I just look like a statue that stands still. It's really like the angels or something. Doctor Who reference. Sorry about that. So let's go up and around. The tree should be good to go. Let's go up there, and we'll drop them off some wheat, and then if they have some wheat, maybe they can make some bread, and then we can use their newfound strength to help me cross that area for whatever reason. Alright, let's plant the grain over here. Seems like a lovely spot. And I guess we'll pass time. Oh, look at it. Oh, we had wheat. There we go. Now, are they harvesting it, or do I need to actually build, like, a settlement here? Maybe I do need to do that. Just keep planting more and more until they have a whole field. Not sure how much they're gonna need, but I figure might as well be on the safe side and just keep planting. Oh, did I not pick up any? Okay, maybe I can only plant on that side. Oh yeah, look at this. Are you happy now? People aren't hungry anymore, I hope? Are you thriving? Can we get all the people together and maybe, like, can we do my thing now? I just want to make it across that path on the other side there. I really like that there's these little trials that you wouldn't expect that are just strange incidences of how to use this mechanic. And I think that's always the mark of a very creative designer, when you can take a concept like this and really wrap it with a story that actually seems, you know, interesting and unique and plausible for what's set up. Alright, so I don't know what to do about this. These guys don't seem to care very much about the wheat that I've given them. I can't seem to plant any on this side, although I'm trying. And I'm going to assume all I can really do is cross over the ocean again and hope that one of these guys maybe comes to my aid soon. Was I supposed to plant more of it over here? No, I'm pretty sure the issue was that I needed to plant it where they were. So can somebody give me a helping hand now? Well, it's not saying anything about anything anymore. I mean, it was saying that like a tutorial prompt. There's no people. Oh, that's weird. When you pass time underwater, the edges where the water is start to branch out a little bit further. Or it might just be... Oh, I encased myself in ice. Not sure that was a good idea. Sad as it is to say, I almost wish there was a run button at times, just because this is a little frustrating, going back and forth so much when I'm not really sure what it is that I'm doing wrong. Thought it was fine. Alright, we'll go back around again. Maybe there was still something I missed. And don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying the game very much. I still think it's a great concept. I mentioned before, I just sort of touched on some of the graphical details that I think were kind of cool, and I think one of those things are, I mean, not only like the emotive little animations for the people running around, but like if you notice there's a little bit of a glow around all the tree edges and all the ground edges. Things that might cast light actually seem to glow the way that they might in reality, which is just a nice little touch that I don't see a lot of people do. So you've got all the wheat in the world, guys. I don't know what you want from me. I mean, you've got a whole field here. Do I need to be in the right... Do I need to be in spring? Or summer, I guess? When do you guys need to get your wheat? Is it not growing anymore? Oh, there it is. Yeah, autumn. Okay, I took more wheat grain. Do I want to, like, lead them with it? What do I want to do here? Obviously got to be missing something fairly obvious. I guess I'll just float my way back down. Maybe there's something still going on the left side that I can interact with. Did I need to take a chestnut and I messed up there? I'm not sure what's going on at all. Can't plant wheat underwater, hopefully. Nope. Had to try. We've still got 343 years left, so there's plenty of time for us to still have a substantial puzzling experience ahead of us. Can I plant wheat in the water? Nope. What about up here? I don't know what the reason would be to plant it up here. No, it doesn't let me plant it anywhere but these little tiles over on this side. So I can take more. It's not going to help me in any way. Maybe I'll just plant and wait. Oh, they build a civilization. I didn't get it. Now I get it. Do I wait more? How many years do I want to give these people? Do they branch out? Oh, okay. Now it's all starting to make sense. Alright, so can we get things going to the side? Maybe they're going to build boats in a minute. I think that's probably what I need to wait for. Alright, let's just stand by the water here and see if that happens after a few years. Oh yeah, okay, now we've got a bridge scenario going on. This is what I wanted to see. This is reminding me a little bit of ActRaiser, believe it or not. The way the scenario happens with the civilization building over time. I could almost see or hear the ActRaiser music playing in the background. So now they're exploring. They're moving on to the other landmass, and they want to see what's going on over here, so maybe they're just going to build a bridge for me. Probably shouldn't go too much further just because I don't really want to spoil too many more of these puzzles, but it's kind of cool that I'm figuring them out. Alright, so they're building more houses, and now we've got a bridge. And we're almost 100 years into our journey, so we're like 1/4 of the way through this potentially, unless we have to wait for a huge swath of time. So that is the one thing that could trip you up when you're playing this game. If you tend to pass too much time or use it erroneously, you could actually put yourself in a bit of a sticking position. Although when you go back and play the game again, it should be fairly obvious where you went wrong, and you should be able to conserve your time much better. So I'm going to guess probably another grow a tree scenario. What do I want to do about this? Are we going to build a bridge across here and then just like keep following the civilization onward? Kind of doesn't feel like it. Oh, that tree just like broke down. What happened there? I wonder if some of these events would trigger in a different way. Oh, okay, we've got a new seedling now. I guess I was a little bit early. I wonder if some of these events would trigger in a different way depending on where you were in the timeline when you got to a certain point. Oh, this is not really going to work out, is it? I can't climb this tree. Oh, I was probably supposed to bring a seed or something when that tree was down. Okay, I understand. I get it. I get it. I might have passed too much time here, but that's fine, because I... Oh, passed too much time there. I wasn't too worried about it. I just wanted to sort of experiment and show you some of the introduction to this. So we need to walk out into the middle of this lake, I think, like right around here. And now, alright, we should be good to go. Just drop, see where this takes us. I love how tranquil and calm the mood of this game is. It's just soothing. You know, we're not too worried about anything. Everything's just got this like, even-keeled tempo to it. And pacing is a thing that doesn't really get discussed all that often, but definitely should be, because it's absolutely integral to a good game experience. You need pacing, and I feel like this game could have it. I may actually have it. I'm just still... The verdict is out, because I haven't finished it yet, but so far it seems like it's well on track. I clearly need something going on here to help me that I don't know quite what it is yet. I wonder if these things start over. Oh yeah, I can climb these. If I wait too long... See, I might have missed the cycle where these were long enough for me to get through this impediment, so I might have to actually start over. But I think this is a fairly good time to actually wrap this episode up anyway, just because now I've spoiled about half the game, potentially. But I absolutely think 400 Years, definitely worth your time, definitely check it out. It is free, it is in browser, really not a single reason I could see not to play this game, unless you're just not a fan of this style of game and genre. But I think it's quite charming, I think it's well done, the concept is strong, the core gameplay, I mean, there's not a ton to it, but it's substantial enough that it totally holds my attention, and the puzzles seem clever. Which is a thing that doesn't seem to happen nearly enough anymore. Is this a fishing net or something I can climb? Oh yeah, it is. Oh my goodness, so now I've discovered a whole nother civilization on the other side of that wall. And I'm not sure if these guys are excited or terrified to see me, but regardless, I am here. And then I guess we've got another sack of seeds up here. Yeah, alright, another chestnut scenario. So, I guess with that, we will wrap up our coverage today of 400 Years. Like I said, highly recommended. Go check it out. The link for it is going to be right in the description, so feel free to click through there. And while you're there, check out some of my other social media links, like my Twitter, or my Twitch page, or my Facebook. Or if you want to just spend some time and check out some other indie games, indie-impressions.com is where you want to go for that. Over 500 games now and counting by the day, all neatly categorized for your perusal. So if you're looking to discover something new and strange and perhaps a little bit unique, you might want to check out the site. But that is going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, feel free to leave any support you can. I do appreciate likes, and of course, let me know what you think about this game. If you think the use of this concept was well executed, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what you think one way or the other. And be sure to come back again tomorrow, because I do a new episode every single day. So with that, we will be off. So thank you again, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Later.